We are well into the year, so let's see which members of the WWE roster still haven't lost a single match. For the purpose of this video, I'm only counting matches that happened on TV, and I'm not including the Royal Rumble, since 29 people are going to lose regardless. With that, here are 6 WWE wrestlers who are still undefeated in 2020. This may not be a huge shocker, but Roman Reigns is still receiving a strong push from WWE. The big dog has wrestled a total of 8 matches on TV and pay-per-view in 2020, and has never been defeated. The closest thing to a loss Reigns has suffered this year was his very first match in January, when he and Daniel Bryan teamed up against King Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. During the contest, The Fiend interfered and attacked Bryan, which caused the match to be a no contest. While Roman didn't win, he wasn't defeated, and things have remained that way ever since. Of course, he did go over the top rope at the Royal Rumble, but as I said, I'm not counting that. It's not surprising to hear that Drew McIntyre remains undefeated in 2020. In January alone, the Scottish Psychopath did really well, beating Randy Orton and AJ Styles in a triple threat match, and then going on to win the Royal Rumble. He even defeated 2 men at once by beating Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in a handicap match. Like with Roman, Drew McIntyre has wrestled 8 matches so far, and also like Reigns, the closest he's gotten to a defeat was a no contest. Days before the Royal Rumble, McIntyre faced off with Randy Orton on Raw. The OC ambushed Drew, which should have technically been disqualification, but was labeled a no contest. Either way, McIntyre didn't get pinned, counted out, DQ'd, or submitted, so his 2020 undefeated streak is still going strong. Becky Lynch has been proving to be a strong women's champion, depending on how you look at things. The man has not lost a single match in 2020, which is impressive, but she's only wrestled 3 matches, twice on Raw and her championship match at the Royal Rumble. Fun fact, all of Becky's televised matches in 2020 have been against the Kabuki Warriors. Even though we're not counting house shows or live events, it's worth mentioning that she hasn't suffered a single defeat there either. No matter how you look at it, the man's been victorious 100% of the time in 2020. Becky isn't the only undefeated champ in WWE. The NXT Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, is also undefeated in 2020. The Australian wrestler walked into the new year with gold around her waist, and she's been a dominant champion. Sort of. She's only wrestled 4 televised matches so far, but has been staying tall at the end of every single one. Like Becky Lynch, Ripley has also remained undefeated, even when the cameras aren't rolling, but that's irrelevant. The real test for the NXT Women's Champion will come at WrestleMania, when she defends her title against Charlotte Flair. For now, Rhea Ripley is still going strong, with not a single loss in 2020. While on the topic of NXT, since their formation at the beginning of the year, Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle have been on a path of domination. The Broserweights have picked up the win every time they've stepped into the ring. In fact, with the exception of Matt Riddle's appearance at the Royal Rumble, every match Dunne and Riddle have had on TV in 2020 has been a tag team contest. With all this winning, it's no surprise the Broserweights are the NXT Tag Team Champions. Even though their team is still young, Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle don't seem to be showing any signs of defeat. So that's who's been dominating the win column of WWE in 2020. For more videos, check out the annotation on the right. With that, I'm Zach from Tap Out Corner, and take it easy.